So, with your character Cox, what was it that drew you to the role?
I was drawn really by working with Sean Penn. In my memory, you know, the role was fine, and it's hard to talk about it really because it's a thriller, so I don't want to give anything away.
That's fair enough.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so
you say it's a thriller, and there is, of course, action in it. How does action on screen compare to action on stage, then?
It's a good question. I've been in a lot of sword fights on stage.
Mm.
They're quite dangerous, actually. You have to be very, very careful because you do them over and over and over again, and also you people are watching from all different angles. Where in the film it really just matters what the camera sees.
True, yeah.
And also you don't have the. You know, you aim the gun, but you don't hear the wonderful sound of the gun, which last night, the sound of guns is incredible in the cinema, isn't it? And you don't see the flash of, you don't see so much. It's a little more fun in the theatre, to be honest with you. A little more feels like an actual, you know. But then, mind you, I don't in the film have some of the massive fights, after those fight scenes, Sean and the other actors involved in the fights, they'd be limping and have bruises. I mean, they really, it was quite physically dangerous and difficult for them, and took a lot of training. Yeah.
But of course, with stage acting, I imagine the fight sequences are a lot more alive because you're in the moment and everything. So, did you ever find yourself out of the moment in the film? Of course, working with Sean, I imagine it's quite. There must be a moment when he's talking dialogue to you and you just realise, like, oh, I'm talking to Sean Penn in a film. This must be, you know, did you ever have those kind of moments?
Once we're filming, I tend to believe, like a child would believe, that the person is the character that they're playing, and what I feel about that person is primarily what I feel about the character. But yeah, there's a part of me behind that is thinking things like that, thinking, wait a minute, that's Sean Penn. Now what's he doing? Oh, now why is he being so quiet? Oh, now, you know, there's a lot of, he's a very, very experienced film actor, so, and I'm experienced, but not to the same degree. So I was learning a lot all the time.
You say you find yourself sort of in the embodiment of the character, as it were. How do you feel you're going to be embodied in the BFG, of course?
Well, that'll be a new experience because it's animated, and I'll be wearing some kind of wretched nylon suit with cameras attached all over myself, but you know, acting in film is you don't have the same. In the theatre, once you're out there with the audience, it's just you and the audience. The director and the other people may get furious with what you're doing, but they can't do anything about it at that moment. It's a direct communication between the storyteller and the story listener. In film, you have no responsibility, control like that. You know, you really don't. It's completely up to the editor and the director what they use, and so you've just got to try and be in the present moment as much as you can, every take and from whatever angle that you're being filmed in.
What's it like working, of course, well, with Pierre, but upcomingly with Steven Spielberg?
They're very different, very, 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 very good. Pierre came out of being a cameraman, I think, and the film is consequently very, very beautifully shot. And he's very direct and simple, but very calm, very quiet, like a cameraman would be, like our cameramen today are camerawomen and cameramen are very quiet. And he has that presence, which is a very useful thing in a director, to be still, particularly in a big violent film like this with a lot of stuff going on. Steven comes to it from storytelling and is a very, very creative, spontaneous, and childlike in a very wise way, leader in the center of it, who's just very, very enthusiastic and kind of a sparkly presence in the middle. Very different. But I respect both of them very much.
Well, the Gunman is excellent, and you know, I hope it does really well.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!